Remove the two bottom screws using a screwdriver. Then remove the border frames of the panel on both sides. Afterwards, remove the two screws on each side that secure the panel. Now, remove the panel by pulling it outwards gently. Disconnect all the cables from the panel. Remove the 4 screws securing the radio. Unplug all the cables after taking out the radio. First, transfer the clips from the old trim to the new trim. Next, remove the cables from the old air conditioning control panel and connect the new cables. Pay attention to how you plug in the cables here. The blue side should face the circuit board. Then install on the new radio and secure it by protective cover. Fasten both sides with screws. Now let's install the emergency light. Push out this empty space, then run the necessary wires through. Connect the emergency light switch and then reinstall it. Install the CAN bus power cable. Connect the necessary cables. Plug in these air conditioning control cables. Connect the CAN bus interface cable here. Next, the radio signal cable. In the RCA cable, find the fan power connection and connect it. Then plug the RCA cable into the device. Connect the aux audio output on the steering wheel control connector to the aux audio input on the RCA cables. Connect this red wire to the brown wire in the power cable. Just like this as shown in the video. And now plug in the power cable. Next, install the 4G signal cable. This is the GPS cable, install it here. Now, install the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth signal booster. This is a must connect, or it will affect CarPlay and Android Auto connection. These are the installation locations for these three cables. Next, install the two USB cables. Note that one is a 4-pin cable and the other is a 6-pin cable. We need to connect them to the corresponding ports. Connecting the original car's OBD port can provide vehicle door information display and reversing display on the device. Finally, plug in this connector. Once you are done, install the screen and tighten the fixing screws. Install the side trim pieces and then tighten the bottom fixing screws.
Using car disassembly tools, pry open the screw cover, unscrew the screws and remove the rear door panel. As shown in the video, to install the camera using method 1, you will need to connect the camera's power supply to the positive and negative terminals of the reverse light. We recommend that entire wire be arranged in this manner.
This is how it should look after you are done. Note, if your car model is from 2014 to 2022, you don't need to connect the reverse light. You only need to connect OBD port.
We recommend that when installing a reverse camera, the wiring is arranged from the rear of the car to the front.
Now let's test the functions. This middle knob adjusts the volume. These knobs on the side adjust the air conditioner temperature. By pressing and turning allows you to adjust the air conditioner fan speed. The buttons at the bottom control the different modes of the air conditioner. We can also adjust the air conditioner from the main interface. If you need to display the air conditioner temperature on both sides simultaneously, you can set the knob 1 in the settings and select temperature. For music and videos, you can store your favorite music and videos here for offline viewing. You can also split screen them. This is the car's gyroscope. For this, calibration is required for the first time based on your car model. It also has several built-in apps that you can use. It supports the display of reversing images, Next, let's connect CarPlay and see if it works properly. Pair your phone's Bluetooth with the radio. You will be able to see the CarPlay is working normally. There is also a DSP adjustment system here. You can design your own preferred music style. You can also use the buttons on the steering wheel to control the radio. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you like this product.